Hello, this is Rainbow Rising Freedom. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Collective messages for today, 31st of July 2023, are really spectacular. This is a time of spectacular transformation, and I feel that your soul might be in a church. Your soul might be in a temple, spiritual temple, where it's healing from multiple lifetimes of trauma and good and bad experiences. And as these experiences heal, you might be feeling triggered by people in situations that don't really make sense, and they might be bringing up outbursts and emotions that you don't really understand where they are coming from. The soul is definitely repairing itself, I hear, and is getting ready to fully start your mission. Up until this day, you could have been really working on healing yourself as an old soul. It's just so multi-layered and complex, and getting to that point where you are now, where your soul is actually ready to begin the journey of service, ready to step up to your mission, and I hear like come out of hiding, finally present you to the world, is something extraordinary. It's like being born again, being born for the first time in this form, So I feel like you have an amazing connection with energies of other dimensions and lifetimes. And now, as you begin that mission, you might be learning or remembering how to I hear percentage, so how much of your power to use for a specific ailment, for a specific situation, for a specific person. So the key here will be to understand your own strength, to understand that it's really potent, I hear, and it's you need to measure it. As a healer, if you're called to be a healer, you might be learning to understand how to dose your healing ability. I think you might not be aware yet as to how very much structured, I hear, it has to be, healing has to be structured, and how scary you can be at times when you use or misuse or misunderstand your own energy. So this is a new situation, new adventure, new journey of understanding yourself in that aspect. But so much healing has been done that I feel today, 31st, that number has been showing up a lot for me, and this is a number of transformation, wholeness, and beginning again. So your soul is giving you a green light, even though I have been shown color magenta, this very strong, beautiful pink, that is the color of the star soul. I have these beautiful Angels from Atlantis, 12 Mighty Forces to Transform Your Life by Stuart Pearce. And this is a book, and it's talking about many wonderful things, but what struck me lately was the soul star. And it's chakra number 11. It says here, this magenta chakra connects the soul entity to the feminine aspect of the Christos, Christ energy, represented by Mother Earth, Mary, or Kuan Yin. Therefore, this light portal lying above the 8th chakra gently holds the soul of the human being within the physical body, and it is represented by the anointed compassion of the individual incarnation. We see this supernal energy open within the lives of our leading spiritual wisdom teachers. I feel like this is what it is. If magenta color or name has been showing up in your life, I think your soul might be tapping into that supernal energy and opening up to leading and channeling that spiritual wisdom. You could have been very, very open energetically most of your life, and if you did not know about your gifts, about your talents, and you didn't have anyone to lead you, you could have really be thrown against the wall a lot, not knowing what's going on and why you feel the way you feel, right? So lately there was a massive shift in the personal power yesterday and today. I feel maybe color yellow is speaking to you and guiding you. Color yellow is the color of personal power and the color of solar plexus, and that color is basically showing you the way, oftentimes indicating where life wants to see you, if you find the courage, right? I feel like you are enveloped in Christ energy. You might be seeing number 333, and Christ energy of compassion is definitely flowing out of you, and that can also be challenging, as being that open and compassionate can also make you channel, for example, anger. So as our frequency arises, we tend to just annoy people with our presence. For some reason, our light, our frequency naturally works as an exorcism for their energy field and pushes out the lower vibrational energy. So it might be very unpleasant, might feel very unpleasant for certain people to be around us, because they don't probably understand that we're not doing anything and we haven't said or harmed them, but their pain, their trauma, their lower vibrational toxicity is coming to the surface. So while being next to us, they might be feeling unwell. It only indicates that they are healing, that our vibration triggered their healing, but they don't know it. So that can be a challenge, but it helps to understand the process and not to take it to heart. It's more difficult to find friends in such a powerful shift and change. So we might be feeling guilty, overwhelmed, and anxious with the situations that we create unwillingly just by working so much or on vibrating higher, okay? I also feel a lot of soul pain coming up to the surface to be healed, and a lot of anger of other people who don't want us to speak up, to have a voice, to uncover, disclose certain things. So you might find yourself very open and channel someone's anger and feel it as your own, okay? So I could feel people call me names just because my stepping into my power makes them feel uncomfortable, makes them feel like they can't control me. People sometimes in other parallels used to want to include us somewhere in a group, or a society, so that they can benefit from us being there, so that they can manifest with our energy. And in this powerful shift of frequency on the planet, we're not allowing that. We are directly connected to God, and we have healed so much. I see here of our childhood, right? And that actually makes us invincible, even though I feel very strongly that someone can still try to make us be out of balance and kind of get an emotional reaction out of us. But realize that this is not you, this is not true you. Forgive yourself and let it go, because these are the challenges of really stepping up and embracing your independence. There is a gate of independence that's open up for you, and you bravely step through it. You run your business, you believe in yourself, you believe that even though you're not perfect, whatever you have to say can still benefit people, right? And you realize with practice that actually you are so valuable. Other people see that you are, but maybe you still need to convince yourself, okay? So I see that you're actually really moving forward with your professional background, with your unfolding. You are really giving it full focus, and you just raise the bar of your confidence. You really believe in yourself. There's something about these potent Egyptian energies that I feel really supporting us, especially a golden scarab. I feel golden scarab, and Anubis lately could have taken us to the depths of some soul healing. And well, healing is rarely ever beautiful and nice. It's usually an ugly process, and oftentimes it's just beneficial to work through it with someone else, get someone else's perspective, opinion, advice to help us walk us through this very uncomfortable process. I feel you might actually enjoy gravity a lot, in this incarnation, and really just like have fun by like being glued to the earth. So that's a funny information for today. I also feel like there's a lot to surrender. There's very difficult, confusing processes that we might be going through, and really there's a lot of letting go, and some very very strong bonds, very strong connections that felt like they are part of us, that we're part of them, that we're like grown together, are being called to be released, okay? Or at least let go of trying to control it. So that's a big step forward, and I feel we might feel much lighter, but also a little bit lost without that weight, you know? When you heal and suddenly you are without pain that you have carried with you for years, you might actually feel lost. You don't know what to do without that pain, how to find yourself, right? And so it takes time, and grounding is absolutely beneficial. I have all these orbs with me, I mean orb cards, and people have been telling me that they see orbs flying around me in my videos. Whoopsie! All the angels of the Atlantis are here too. Security and self-esteem. Yeah, someone's definitely trying to throw us off our horse as we ride higher and higher, right? Stepping into that previously mentioned independence and that joyful empowerment of the feminine. This is a beautiful rise of the goddess. And I have experienced like a mind control attack that was trying to hack my mind so that I close my own YouTube channel, and I really had to work through it and just like push, dig through that energy that was actually inside myself, and come out at the other side of it knowing that this is not me, that this is an illusion, right? So angels are guiding us in this security and self-esteem. I also have the orb of the seraphim. And this is the energy of self-love and embracing yourself fully in that very ugly sometimes process of healing. So angels are saying, bear with yourself, okay? Embrace yourself in all moments. Love yourself unconditionally. Put hands on your chest and send yourself love, okay? Don't forget that little things can really change everything. We have the dog here, an angel of love, bringing healing to the dog. Okay, and number 37, you might really feel a wonderful connection with dogs. Dogs can come and comfort you. You might be sent messages from the spirit through dogs and through their colors, through the breed. I have my very special language, and every a breed represents something else. There's a breed that represents transformation. There's a breed that represents safety and trust. There is a breed that represents potential for a beautiful connection. So you can develop that language with the spirit, right? The key to shifting. Yes, there's so much about Akashic records that we're being guided to look into right now. And I think there's a lot of healing happening there too in regards to all our lives. Because as Dolores Cannon said, what's happening right now on the planet has never happened before in the whole history of the universe, and all the galactic beings are watching and cheering us, and they are really curious to see how it's going to unfold, because this powerful rise of the whole planet has not happened yet. The whole planet is going into another dimension. So this is very exciting and also challenging, as Dolores Cannon says. Earth is a spiritual school, and it's the most challenging in the whole universe, okay? So every soul that signs up to learn here, to have this beautiful learning and challenging experience, is highly admired. So congratulations, you're highly admired, and I hope that gives you some energy and motivation on this path. We have another orb card that says Archangel Zadkiel, Violet Flame. And Violet Flame with number 10, to me number 10 is always like closure, the end, okay, of a cycle. Oh, we have 10 again. We have 10 of Pentacles. We have 10, 10. So we are getting out of a karmic cycle that might feel really uncomfortable and very frustrating as we heal our heart thanks to all these triggers we're going through, okay? So I feel like Spirit, and I hear Sekhmet, Goddess Sekhmet, put us specifically in these situations to get triggered, not to punish us or make us suffer, no, but when we get triggered, we actually heal, okay? We notice what pain is still inside of us, and whatever triggers us helps this pain to come to the surface and be released forever. So whenever you're triggered and you feel, for example, anger and frustration, it comes to the surface, you feel it, you feel like you are it, you release it, you either scream or shout or run, or however you release it, you are actually healing, okay? So healing is not only meditating in silence or chanting Om. Sometimes we really display all these behaviors that are just human behaviors, okay? So you have to be honest about that process too. So we have 10, 10, and we have 10 of Pentacles. I think we're really, yes, our spirit was telling me, don't miss your train. We're really getting back on that train of ascension, and we're not staying in any karmic cycles. We're not repeating anything. We are already closing. What's happening here, like we're going through all these triggers and all these past life pain could be coming to the surface. That can be a very challenging time at the moment to embrace that, but once it comes out and once you give yourself time, you actually reach, hopefully, forgiveness, right, for whoever hurt you. And that forgiveness is your key to ascension, basically, to another dimension. Forgiveness. If we don't forgive, if we carry that grudge within ourselves, we never ascend. We stay stuck in karma, and we have to reincarnate over and over. That's why it's so crucial to allow spirit to put you in situations when you get triggered and release all that gets triggered and ultimately forgive. It might not happen all in one day, in 1 hour, in 1 week, but over time, I'm sure that your compassionate heart will win with whatever experience you ever went through. So this is a life-changing moment right now, and many of us will actually really begin. There will be a massive acceleration for the collective, for those who really did so much work and self-healing, that we will be catapulted into another reality, and we'll just not understand how we even got there. So suddenly, after a period of stagnation and everything growing, but inside not really showing any physical manifested results, suddenly everything will just flourish. We'll be accelerated. We will be in action again. We'll be moving. We'll be out there. Okay, so life doesn't happen linearly. It doesn't happen in one line. Sometimes it's a zigzag, and sometimes we go really fast and we really slow down. So and I think there's some time of truth coming out, and time of honesty, time to be honest with yourself, taking responsibility and observing your habits, observing our addictions also. What addictions do we have? What unhealthy patterns we still have to heal? We're really called to honestly look at ourselves without hating ourselves for it, without punishing ourselves, just loving unconditionally and still working to progress through that, okay? Yeah, we have death, we have the transformation card, we have the card of learning and knowing that every ending is a new beginning. And this beginning, you'll just be thrilled because it will take you places and it will make you meet people and resonate with really yeah, like even ETs, you know, I don't know, but I would be really excited to at some point have an encounter. I haven't had yet, but I feel like ETs are really helping in our ascension, and they are our friends, and it would be just so much fun to have a garden party or barbecue or whatever, vegan though. I feel like in this full moon, the toxicity is being released, or at least we're being shown what spirit really wants us to let go of. Yeah. So we'll be called to leave something behind and really focus on our own peace. And again, after that leap of faith will be taken, the acceleration will happen. So some sort of an anxiety pattern will be released, and yeah, it's just like this outdated thinking and trying to solve everything. Yeah. Wow. So there's something about like us constantly trying to figure everything out and solve everything and sitting with that problem and chewing on it. And spirit is like, well, the upgrade is to just let go and go towards your joy, and the problem will solve yourself and the solution will appear later. Like today I had a really like a burning question about like growth and the process that I'm going through, and I really was called to first raise my frequency, just clean my energy, relax in nature, and then the answers started coming, because sometimes our energy field is so clogged up with other people's fear that we just have no space to receive the information that we're asking for. So we really need to purify our aura before we receive. Okay, there's a tower here and the 6 of Swords. I hear the battle of the universe. There's something about progress and procrastination. Progress versus procrastination. Again, I don't think that more action is better. Like 15 minutes of visualization and manifestation technique can be much more efficient and effective than like hours and hours of labor. So I think we are kind of learning to accept the lightness of being, that it's okay, that we don't have to deserve anything, that we don't have to work harder. We can just receive, you know. And for old souls, it's actually a challenge to receive and to allow ourselves to have, to be, to not struggle. This is definitely the end of the era of struggle. The blessings will come in multiplied, that's for sure. And there was some overcoming and rival, deception. I really like talking about things like that, but this is like there's newness after that challenge being overcome. Okay, that gave you a lot of anxiety most probably, and that was just like a test of fear. Will you stay in fear or will you focus to manifest? Many different energies and thoughts might try to invade our space so that we focus on what we actually don't want. It's like you know, being directed out of actually what we want to manifest. So in those days, it's really important to think what we want to appear in our reality. Okay, if we dwell in our worry and anxiety, we will just manifest and attract the results that we don't want. Okay, so rewiring, reprogramming, renewing everything that we've been learned, everything that we've known, all the ways of thinking and living, we just have to reprogram it. Yeah, and that takes so much strength. We have 7 of Wands, but we are guided to take that strength and to be a goddess, a lioness. Arya, a lioness. Spirit will bring you food, or spiritual food is being brought to the table, or you can also be bringing a lot of spiritual food that manifests everything else. What is that? There is a battle, kind of a spiritual energetic push and pull for your energy, but you really need to work on restoring it. So before you launch the rocket of your dreams, of your plans, you need to make yourself happy, purify your aura and raise your vibration. Okay, so for many people it's just like going to a nice place, having fun first, and then manifest, and then take action, and then begin, not the other way around. Okay, so it's like holiday before work, something like that. And dream will just happen. I feel dream just happens, so it will be normal for your dreams to come true on a regular basis. You won't have to wait for years to manifest it. I feel like there's a spiritual union, spiritual communion. I feel like it was a messy process getting to it, but there's number 98, so someone could be born in year 98. Or what is it? We've got 8, 9, 10. I have, yeah, so there's, it's like steps for me, 8, 9, 10. I think there's a lot of progress when it comes to matching your frequency with really, really wonderful events and people. They kind of energetically are already created, but they are about to become tangible results. We have Ace of Wands, so your manifestations are here. There will be like nothing for a long time, and then accelerations and all the blessing coming at the same time. So you'll be holding many cups in your hands. You'll be spoiled by the spirit. It will be a mirror of what you've already done for the world. It will be like mirrored back to you, given back to you. And you'll be able to definitely progress on your path. I feel like your dream will become your reality. So whatever you want to do for work, for living, you will be like living your passion daily with this Knight of Wands. So you are Spirit's bringing so much fire in your reality, and you'll just be waking up and living your dream. Plus it will bring some monetary reward, so it's like win-win-win, and it's just getting better and better because you are so abundant spiritually here. Yeah, you will not be getting stuck anymore. I don't feel. I think there's always like a challenge here and there, but I don't think like certain level of like not seeing things and being stuck and not having options is over for you. Like you will know how to just literally create an energetic gate for yourself wherever you are. Yeah, you'll be able to give a solution to yourself, to some of you might be like a key master. You'll be able to unlock any trap, any box. You will know how to, you'll have that gift of being able to release yourself from any given difficulty, any challenge. Just breathe. I hear it's important to balance your action with just being, just breathing, or you might be considering breath work as your daily routine. I feel someone might feel connected to Finland, or going to Finland, be guided to go there, work there, look for employment there, something like that. Something to do with Finland, or Finland in the summer. I think there's a shift when it comes to your mission, and many offers will just come in. So the receiving mode will be put into practice. So as much as previously we had to look and create opportunities, now opportunities will be looking for us. Okay, we'll just be sitting in our throne and choosing which opportunity we want to accept. So that's wonderful. We will experience generosity of the universe because we've dissolved so many blocks to deserving. Color red might be something that ignites you. We've got Archangel Feliai, an angel of animals with an angel of love. Yeah. Animals, they just bring so much joy and can restore, heal us so much. You might want to connect with them more or work with them, volunteer with animals on regular basis. Not just have your pet, but connect with different kind of animals, domestic animals. Understand their personalities. I hear some of you could be like understanding the language of horses. You can understand what they say. You can be translating it to their owners. And the unicorn, yes, you might understand and right away spot people who are unicorns, who are really, really unique. You might want to get their advice, just be around them. And you might be a unicorn yourself, absolutely. I think it's kind of clear right away that you are different, that you stand out. And it's just your childlike essence is a treasure. I also have been getting signs about a crystal, that in the midst of that storm that I feel many of us feel like we're going through right now, the spiritual storm and so many challenges one after another, there is a crystal, there is a clarity that will emerge out of that confusion, and it will be your very, very precious gift. You will discover either something within yourself. Oftentimes we have to be, when we're challenged, when we go through a challenge, we discover our true power, what we're actually capable of, okay? We don't discover it when we have everything, when we don't have to try. We discover it when we really struggle. And I think that crystal emerges now. And with this crystal, we'll be able to proceed forward, move forward, and be of service forward. There's also a lot about being comfortable not knowing. So we don't have to right away know every answer to just come out and speak and shine our light from our heart. We don't always have to have an answer for everything to be a spiritual guide, okay? Being there for someone, embracing space, just holding space, being there for someone to listen, it's also healing. I hear many of us will be learning to listen more than to speak, or to actually not jump out of our skin so much when we meet someone like-minded, like a unicorn meets a unicorn, and they're both just like crazy happy because it's such a rare phenomena, but sometimes it calls for harnessing that joy and just really being able to let someone else speak, you know. So I feel there's a decision here to embark on a spiritual path for some. The Christ consciousness is calling many to be healers with number 333. I hear healing. Christ is calling you, called to serve the sick, okay? One way or another, through sound, painting, or a Reiki energy healing, through writing, I hear. Dance. Healing of the speech, communication healing. Healing of procrastination, healing of motivation, helping people get back on track, and dropping the weight, dropping the burden, really releasing, helping people release what they carry around for years, their trauma. They get clogged up and they just get so heavy, and some of us might be like a spiritual cleaners, right? And there's a joyous gift that's coming in, and I think it has something to do with an opportunity, a beautiful offer that would combine 3 elements in it: joy, purpose, and money. And that beautiful offer is coming in. You've manifested this offer by confidently stepping up, and challenges are here, but you embrace it and release it, forgive yourself, and keep going. As a channeler, you might often feel like you speak or say words or behave like you're not yourself, but that's part of it, part of being it. And oftentimes we don't recognize it in the moment, we just decipher it, understand it after, okay? But it's a great gift, and It can sometimes be used against us, but it's really important to get someone else's advice and not just stay and sit in overthinking about it by yourself. Okay, it can be confusing to be spiritual. It can feel deceiving to feel energies. Okay, some energies are projected, some emotions are projected on us, some behaviors are projected and are not us. So much spiritual daily hygiene, daily routine is really important, okay? To feel light, to feel new, to feel clean. Someone's really passionate about being on the screen, about giving, about showing the world their gifts and their talents. In this time of goddess emancipation and rise of the goddess, we might still feel a pull or a push from the masculine that used to in other lifetimes just be controlling in that emperor energy, but we're moving away from it. We're charging forward, guided by the star on our forehead, and I feel that it's just a temporary push and pull. It feels like energetically being arrowed here, but your guides got you. Your guides got you. I had a beautiful dream of all my friends from other dimensions, all the mermaids and fairies coming to where I am, and they're like, yeah, we normally at this time of the year we move here and then we live here and we work and celebrate. We live here, so we are with you, you're not alone. And I just felt so blessed that I have my tribe, that there's this wonderful feeling of community, and that spiritual community, I feel, if you feel stuck or wherever you are, might be actually fleeing to help you. They might be coming in to be with you, to spiritually support you, and to walk together with you on your path to freedom, because this is where we're going. We're walking our path of liberation, of spiritual freedom, freedom away from that Seven of Swords and that deceptive vibe that was just like around us all the time. We're liberating ourselves, freeing ourselves vibrationally. We are freeing ourselves from within. Okay, the attacks might feel, energetic attacks might feel on the outside, but they cannot stand or touch us really long term, because inside we are free. Okay, we are free from within, and that's the whole key here to manifesting permanent freedom, infinite freedom. Doesn't it sound great? The heavy burden of the heartbreak, I think, is being released now. The heart is healing. Your heart might feel sore, but it's getting ready by Archangel Michael to let in more light. And Pleiades, I've got here Pleiades and number 33, helping us on this trail of ascension. And definitely just move towards your joy, release struggle, don't fight back. If something hurts, forgive and let go, because we have to get back. If you're stuck in karma again, if you've been thrown off the high horse, if you're in the karmic frustrating cycle again, you are called by the spirit to get back on the train of ascension, okay? So forgiveness, healing, and going towards your joy, and the rest will follow. Honestly, everything will fall into place, and you can always love and send compassion to everybody wherever you are, but don't stay in situations that are really taking a toll on your peace, that are messing with your peace. And we have the Death card here. So this transformation today on 31st is the result of you persevering spiritually, not giving up, and being that lion. And I will say that quote again that I found in the book. It's called The Lion's Game by Nelson DeMille, and this Arabic quote goes as follows: even death is afraid of her because she has the heart of the lion.